Welcome to Author Transformation Stories, and this is Som Bathla welcoming you here. I'm an author of 22 books and a founder of Author Freedom Hub. And today we have with us Spandan Ganguly, who will be sharing his author transformation story today. Welcome, Spandan.
Good evening, sir, and hello to all viewers. I'm
Thank you.
Spandan Ganguly from Uttarpara near Kolkata. Basically, I'm an educator in ICT field and I teach computer science in a reputed English medium school under CIC board. But apart from this, I have several hobbies like others: painting, photography, listening music, reading storybooks. The one thing that I never thought of writing something of my own.
Mm.
And in the year 2019, I've just wrote few poems, and thus my journey started. And in the year 2021, I've joined Mr. Shom Batla's AFH group by God's grace, and I'm blessed with God Almighty that I have joined here, and till today, I'm learning every day about what is being author, what is being about this entire new field of writing to author to publishing.
Awesome, awesome. So Spandan joined the Author Freedom Hub in the month of April 2021, and he was able to publish his book, Let Me Hold Your Hand. He has happily shared his copy with me. I am waving this in front of you, and you can also share that. Yes, Let Me Hold Your Hand. So he published this book in July 2021, and he is here today to share what kind of transformations he has felt in his life after joining this community as an author, as an individual. Will dwell deeper into much more about this. And before we start that, if you are someone who is watching this channel for the first time, I request you to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that all such future interviews keep coming to you. And now let's move to Spandan. Spandan, as he told, he is a computer teacher. Since he's from last 21 years, he's teaching he's into computer science field, teaching that, and he has hobbies of writing the books into literature, into fiction, and he was also sharing with me. He has written a book called Forgotten Love Unforgotten Love is a poetry book. He's written also some Bengali book, Phira Asha. Is it published or is it yet to be? Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So, welcome Spandan from Greater Kolkata, and I'm sure Eastern India, Eastern part of the country will be loving your journey. So let's start with your journey. So you briefly talked about where you are from, what kind of profession you are into, and I also just explained about that. So now let's simply shift to what was inside your mind. Computer science is something different field. You know, it's a technical field. You're teaching the
Yes,
people.
it's totally different. And one thing I want to admit here, from childhood, I'm very much introvert. Whenever it's something to public speaking, my legs always shaking. I could not stand, and I never thought of I could write.
Hmm.
Though there will be so many things in my mind, thoughts are there, I could not able to frame. But one thing that I have learned over here in AFH group is talking to other people, other authors, their journey. That yes, I can also. At least I
Hmm.
should try to write something. Let it be something to be framed. Then we'll think of whether it is going right or wrong. And then that Som sir has guided me well. So how to frame it? The sentences, the fragmented sentence can be put into in a form of
Hmm.
fiction.
Hmm. Hmm.
And some other people also helped me in this journey. Like I was associated with theater group, dramatics and theater for last 10 years with one theater group. At present, unfortunately, I'm not going there because of shortening of time. But there also, I get something everywhere, something's always, as we say, till death, until death, we learn from something somewhere else. So
Hmm.
all this put me some courage to write something, and very much happy here to show my book with you all and express my gratitude to Som Shar and AFS.
Wonderful. See, you said you are introverted kind of person. So was I. See, I think for introverted people, writing is the best thing because you are silently sitting in your own comfort and writing, and somehow being an introverted person is really beneficial for becoming a good author. But once you have written the book, and now since you're part of this community called Author Freedom Hub, we have thousands of people here, and you are connecting people, and I'm really happy that this. Aspect of your life is getting enriched by speaking to different people, and you are a lifelong learner. We call it triple L. So you are into that category, I am into that category. So great to know about you, about your journey. So let's now switch the gears a little bit. Why don't you talk about your book? Let me hold your hand. What this book is about, who should read this book, and just talk about some most important aspects of this book, which audience of this channel, they should at least understand, and they should try upon your book. Yes.
Basically, let me hold your hand with the subtitle A Story to Overcome Obstacles and Rising Beyond Suffering. The genre of this book is family drama and psychology.
Hmm.
It is a story about the pain, agony, and suffering of two characters. The two main characters of my book is Pritam and Saurabh, and their struggle that let them survive beyond the suffering. And here, frankly speaking, I want to admit one more thing. Uh, it is based on a tragic incident that involved to one of my student life.
Hmm.
Actually, I am a school teacher and I used to teach apart from school. Also, I earlier used to give tuitions to engineering students. So one student was there. I'm not want to name him here.
Sure. Sure.
So he was with me during BTech, but after that, while doing MTech, he had a terrible accident where his
Hmm.
both of the limb has been amputated,
Oh my God.
and it's been fully the entire limb has been so, and that led him into so deep depression that nobody could help him to survive.
Hmm.
And the most tragic thing that happened to me is I came to know about this after he left this world.
Oh my
And
God.
this was so painful for me that there I realized, though the world is so coming so closer and everybody can connect everyone with either social media or anything, but at the same time we are so busy with our duties, responsibilities. So
Hmm.
out of sight becomes out of mind sometimes.
Yes.
So once I heard about that of my student, he was a very brilliant student, I must say. And when he left this world, his age was hardly 25.
My God.
So this gave me so enough pain that I don't think that I always feel as a teacher I could not help him
Hmm.
out of me because every time in school also we feel this is a part of a school also is counseling or helping student. We all
Hmm.
are in trouble. The thing
Hmm.
is today's world they are full of opportunities at the same time they are full of suffering and struggle over there. The
Hmm.
only thing is as a teacher we can guide the student to come and rise above those suffering to
Hmm.
get the opportunity to grab the
Right.
opportunity.
Right.
So I failed there to meet that student and help.
Hmm.
So it was going in my mind what to do. And at last, when I joined this AFH group with the help of Shatadar sir, Mr. Shatadar Lahiri, about this publicathon. I've joined AFH earlier on, but
Hmm.
when this publicathon came, he said me that why can't you try for some fiction if you have. So then it came to my mind, yes, I have one incident if I can convert it to a fiction and let the world know about this thing also,
Hmm.
so that there will be suffering, we
Hmm.
all, but we have to come up over there. The
Right.
depression should not grasp us so much that we leave all the hopes. There's as
Hmm.
the saying, after every dark night there is a silver line.
Hmm.
So that's mainly lead me to frame this story, this fiction.
Yeah, very, very touching life incident. And yeah, I remember one incident told by Viktor Frankl. and he said that if I'm not missing the name, if I'm not forgetting the name, I mean, it was probably Viktor Frankl. He said that he got a call at in the night at 2 p.m., 2 a.m. in the night. Some lady was saying that she is going to commit suicide because she was depressed. And this gentleman kept on listening to her for 1 or 2 hour and kept on trying to understand, trying to explain to her that please don't do that. And more of that, he was listening her frustrations, her depression, and all. And he dropped the call at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. in the morning, and he was worried that whether she should not commit suicide. But then the lady did not call for next 1 2 days, and then he was worried. But then lady called and said that because of that 2 hours of discussion, more of not of discussion, more of a monologue from that lady's side to Viktor Frankl, this lady did not commit suicide because she just wanted someone to hear her. And Viktor
Yes.
Frankl paid her a patient listening, and that is something which moved her out of depression, because we all human beings are looking for some kind of belongingness, connection. And I'm relating to you that out of sight, out of mind, sometimes we don't connect much with our loved ones, our friends, family, and we come to know these things when these adverse situations happen. And I'm really touched by your action of converting that incident into the book. You are really feeling from your heart that you should have done something from for your student, but I think you have done a lot of stuff for so many people out there who, once they read this story, they will at least feel some connection. I'm feeling some connection because I'm feeling that I'm not talking to some people and I should be talking to them. So thank you so much for inspiring me, inspiring the world by sharing this thought in this interview, and as well as coming out with this book. Wonderful. I think this is something I was not aware that it's a true incident, but yes, you have really summarized it very well. Wonderful. So kudos to you. And now let's now talk about when you wrote this book. Can you talk about your author journey a little bit? I mean, you have been writing a bit earlier, but in terms of writing in a proper fiction book and publishing yourself, can you just talk about a little bit how easy or difficult was it? Did you enjoy the process? Was it overwhelming? And how you got help in all this community? Just talk about your journey.
Yes, sir. Before that, one question you asked that was left about that who should read my book. That
Yeah, yeah,
also I
go ahead.
want to mention that
Sure.
I would suggest for anyone above 16 years old, anyone can read this book, and mainly those students, because students' life are so today very much pathetic. Why
Hmm.
I'm saying, being a teacher, I'm seeing they have lots of child struggle. There's a peer pressure, there's a pressure from the society, tough competition. Marks is so easily given, but the outside world is totally unknown for them.
Right.
So they are extremely in pain, they are extremely in trouble, and there's no one to listen to them.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to say, you do this will be better for that. You will do this, otherwise you will lose that. But
Right.
what is there in their mind, what they want?
Hmm.
Sometimes some students lagging that.
Hmm.
So in that case, in my book, I've tried to implement that one thing. Like here, what happened? Whenever somebody come in trouble, we all help them or go to him or her as a sympathetic. But a
Wonderful.
sympathy works sometimes, but not on a long term. Here, the
Yes.
empathy, unless we empathize the person, a sympathetic person will always feel the front one is always in better condition than me, and
Correct.
that's why he's showing me I'm not going to
Correct.
accept this. So in my book, I tried to do that one, like mainly for the student communities who are under stress,
Hmm.
maybe because of peer pressure or expectation from society
Hmm.
and parents, where they are unable to express. So maybe whatever type of depression or suffering comes, there is
Hmm.
always a hope to come up. And it
Hmm.
is you to fight back and you have to come up. Because you
Awesome.
are the future, you are the hope, you are there to build the nation.
Absolutely, yes.
Ah,
You very
so
well touched about this sympathy versus empathy. Very right
and
distinction,
it is
because
very much important, very much
yes.
important. So in
Hmm.
that case, what I have done in my story, among the two protagonists, that is Pritam, who made the accident, he lost his confidence and lost his desire to live
Hmm.
because everybody is coming, his parents, friends, doctors are being
Hmm.
sympathized,
Hmm.
not empathy.
Hmm.
Where this another person, the main character, Saurav, who came, he
Hmm.
also have a different story, different life, different suffering. So
Hmm.
when they two meet, then they can openly converse with each other. Then they say that, oh, you okay. I'm not sympathizing you, but you see how I'm struggling. You have to struggle up.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
There's in कहावत in Hindi. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
using one Hindi.
Sure.
हिंदी में बात है दूसरों का दुख और अपना दुख न दूसरों का सुख और अपना दुख सबसे ज्यादा लगता है बड़ा लेकिन उल्टा होने से इंसान सबसे ज्यादा संतुष्ट रह सकता है
Hmm.
दैट कॉन्सेप्ट इन दैट
एक बार दोबारा से
कॉन्सेप्ट इन
बताइए
माय
हिंदी का, एक बार
थॉट ऑफ
दोबारा
दिस
से हिंदी का कहावत
हिंदी
बताइए जो
में
आपने बोला।
दूसरों का सुख और अपना दुख हमेशा इंसान को बड़ा लगता है
करेक्ट।
मैं तो बहुत दुखी हूँ सामने वाला बहुत सुखी है ये विचार छोड़ना पड़ेगा
करेक्ट।
ये अगर हम छोड़ पाए तभी जिंदगी में हम संतुष्ट हो पाएंगे
राइट।
और एक चीज जो व्हाट आई फॉलो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ कि समय से पहले और भाग्य से ज्यादा कभी किसी को कुछ नहीं मिलता these two are my motto I want to do this in my life as a journey and I want to help my students also through this motto.
Wonderful. I mean, you have a true spirit of a teacher to help your students, and I can relate with your examples of that person. You know, I'm a father of two daughters. One is 15, 16, and the other is a younger one, 8 years. And I can relate that these people, these young teenagers, they are really under a lot of pressure because studies and the most important point of view is that they don't have a world view as of now. Their world is their parents. The way the parents teach them, the way the parents build the pressure, they think that is the reality. So if parents are confused in their mind, parents are putting pressure in their mind, that same pressure will go to the children in terms of their education and pressures. So this is the point where they need to be empathized, that they are in a journey. Struggles will come, but you will overcome all these struggles. Wonderful. So glad that you wrote this book. Thank you.
Now
Congratulations.
the next question.
Yeah, sure.
Challenges are always there everywhere. Being a teacher and now online, people may find that online classes, teachers are relaxed, less classes to be taken, but it's not that. 24 hours involvement is there with us. Not only taking regular classes, but also their reports, preparing PowerPoint presentations, notes. There are a whole lot of things. And if we all are, everyone in every field, I might say, in every profession, we are fully involved so that there should not be any mistake. So in that way, time management is the biggest challenge, challenge that also I have to face. And moreover, I have a younger daughter of just 2.5 years. So her giggling, her disturbance, whatever may say, that sometimes give refreshment, sometimes give challenges.
So how did you manage your writing your book? How did you find
The
time?
thing is, yes, first is through AFH courses, it's helped me a lot. Going through the I've not completed all the courses yet, but whatever I've done, it helped me a lot about how to make the book, how starting from the title, the cover page, the title, even the subtitle, the matter, how to arrange the story in chapter wise. These all are very, very important.
Right.
Because when we come to think of write, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts come together. So to me also that happens. Like first time when I thought of writing of this book, first I thought it would be better to write a biography about it.
Yes.
But as I'm totally unaware of this, so I left this one because it will be very difficult for me to make. Because whenever we have to write an autobiography or a biography, there are a lot of responsibilities.
Right.
It should be fully accurate, 100%. If there's anything mistake, it's totally on the author's part.
Right.
So then I think of shifting from a biography to fiction. There at least some imagination, some thoughts, some motives or morality from the authors, and we can put it in.
Right.
And here I must say, in the public phone, all the group members, including entire author team and you, helped me, mainly the WICC classes, those meetings.
Hmm.
We are so much enriched with information. Anybody gets stuck somewhere can easily think, find something. See, one thing is there, a whole lot of things is there on the internet. But a person can get confused when we have gained many things. This happens. I always used to give practical examples with my students, and they say, "Sir, you are very fond of food," because I always give examples of food. So
Hmm.
I always say, if you go to a sweet shop and you see there's a lot of sweets, you will get confused which one to buy. But
Hmm.
if you make mindset at home that this one I have to buy, you will not
Hmm.
get confused.
Hmm.
This WCC meeting and the course under AFH
Hmm.
makes that aim, makes that focus, so that let it be several thoughts come, but I
Hmm.
can make them in a proper way. Which
Hmm.
thought should be placed after which and which one to be formed in which part.
Hmm.
So by this, I overcome the challenge. And one thing I can say, till now I'm learning, and hope there are mistakes also,
Hmm.
because by grammatically I'm not so strong. Vocabulary also I'm learning. I'm not so strong because English is not so much strong. I am not my language. My language is computer programming. Anybody can give any program, any tough I can solve.
Hmm.
But shifting this, even my students are get amazed. Sir,
Hmm.
you are a writer. We don't know.
So you got a new different identity, and see all these kinds of thoughts. I mean, some people, different people have different kinds of thoughts. Like, I don't have a vocabulary, I don't have a reasonable, I mean, strong English. Same is the case with me. Like, I was a Hindi medium student till 12th standard. I am a law graduate, company secretary, nowhere connected with literary background or something, but yes, we started. So there's a wonderful principle we follow in this community, and you have followed that: consistent imperfect action. We take action and let the action get the feedback to us. And yes, thank you so much for acknowledging that role of WICC and Publithon which played in your journey. And those who are watching and don't know what this WICC, it is weekly inner circle coaching session, WICC, which we do every Wednesday at 8 p.m. currently. And Publithon is something which is a publishing marathon where we made teams of few people in one team, and then the teams compete with each other and they write the books. And this is like a 6 to 8 weeks kind of events which we do after some period. So yes, those are the gamification things which really help people to accept the challenges and take their journey to next level. So now coming to you, Spandan, let's talk about when you published your book. Writing is something which needs time, and you found that time out of your busy schedule, handling the daughter and other activities also. But publishing is something which is a bit of technical stuff. And before starting this recording, you were talking that you published book earlier also through some publisher. So what was this aspect about publishing? Do you think it's too technical to handle, or is it like a something which can be learned and you can do it? What kind of experience you had in this publishing yourself? You're a self-published author now.
Before joining to AFH, I must say this was whole black hole for me. I don't know anything about it. What is publishing? That is old mindset. I have to give it to someone, and he will take all responsibility and give it,
Hmm.
publish it. Right or wrong, we don't know. The final product we'll see. But after joining AFH group and seeing and listening to so many authors, going through your modules, and find it is not a very difficult job. It's a very easy thing, something that once we practice, a very practical example, as I'm a computer teacher, a new student may be unaware of how to handle a computer. He may get nervous, but if you give it to a newborn baby, he
Hmm.
don't know anything. He can go on very easily. Like
Hmm.
my 2.5-year daughter can work on mobile very easily.
Hmm.
Maybe do it wrong, right? That we have to take care after that. Sometimes it happens that
Yeah.
she locked everything and then we have to rush to a shop to make it clear.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But the thing is, unless we practice, unless we get into it,
Hmm.
we cannot know what is over there.
Hmm.
जैसे पानी में डुबकी नहीं लगाने से हमको नहीं पता चलेगा कि हमको तैरना आता है, कि पानी कितना गहरा है और तैरना कैसा होता है. The same thing here. After joining this AFH and after going through this publicathon, when I published my own book all alone with the help of you all, then I realized it's nothing a big job. It's very easy, simple thing. And moreover, the once I get the book in my hand, the immense pleasure I get, it's something I can correlate with a mother holding her baby.
Yes. Let's wave your book once more so that readers could, watchers could look at the book. Yes. Let me hold your hand. Wonderful. So great, great, great. Thank you so much, Spandan, for sharing your entire journey. Let's quickly little bit talk about, since it's a author transformation stories and you are sharing different kind of breakthroughs you achieved in your journey. Could you just briefly sum up like what kind of things you consider as a major breakthrough or transformation in your life per se by writing this book or by starting this author journey? Yes.
The first thing is the confidence. The confidence level that I got, uh, though there are many people behind me who help me or by name, first of all you, Som sir, then Mr. Shotadar Lahiri, my friend Dr. Jonathan Ghosh and Mrs. Papia Ghoshpal ma'am.
Hmm.
So with the help of them,
Hmm.
I am where I am today.
Hmm. Hmm.
And from here, I can say that yes, I can write something for the society. Whatever, in however way, if there is anything message to give in the form of a story or a poem or
Hmm.
maybe a non-fiction,
Hmm.
I can try something and I can come out with something best. Like next time, planning to publish a book for my students on my subject, that is computer science, because
Okay.
long back from there, my students are saying, "Sir, you teach, you give so many things. Why you cannot give a make a book?" We I always say, "वो तो दूसरे की बात है, वो मेरे बस का नहीं है." But now I can say, even I promised to my students, I will come up with a book for you all
Hmm.
for the subject.
Yes.
And as for this fictions and poetry, as long as I live, I promise I will go on writing and I'll write for the society in any way so that it can help the people who want to know something about any field.
Right, right, right. So confidence is a major breakthrough you achieved, and
Yes,
self-empowerment is something you have experienced. Like you could do some things which you initially thought that somebody else has to do that. That's a mindset shift, right?
yes.
Wonderful. So it was really wonderful, Spandan, listening to your touching story or genesis behind writing this book. It is also empowering and inspiring to listen from you about how one can be empathetic with with the people who are in depression who need some help. So this whole journey of yours, the way you have written the book and all this stuff is really inspiring. And now we are at the end of this segment, and before we end this segment, I want to talk to the audience a bit. My friends, if you're watching this video interview so far and you are still thinking that there is something for you in terms of writing, publishing, or marketing a book, and Spandan has inspired you to take your journey to the next path, next level, then I invite you to attend my next masterclass or the free training, which is the links are down below in the video. You can click on the description links and register for the live webinar or recorded training. And I invite you to join the bandwagon so that you could enjoy a lifetime community, lifetime support from my side. That is one. And secondly, if you are watching this video so far and Spandan has hooked you till so far, then I invite you to try out Let Me Hold Your Hand, because if you're liking this interview so far, then this book is something which you need to hold your hands on. Grab this book. Links are down below in this video. Grab the book and read the book and leave a review on the book. Spandan will be really very happy about that. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Spandan, for being here. And watchers, if you have not subscribed the channel so far, click on the link below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. And before we let Spandan go, Spandan, can you please share one parting piece of message for the audience who are
Yes,
watching
sir.
the interview so far?
Uh, with your permission, I want to recite a poem of my own, if you
All ears. Please go ahead.
just. Okay, this is a poem I wrote, keeping in mind the way of teaching done in Shantiniketan.
Hmm.
You all are know about the Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore, where his thought, imagination, his teaching should be in free, not in any walls or boundaries. So my title of my poem is Me and My Student.
Hmm.
For my student, I do care. For all those difficult sums, they stare. When the concepts of math bend over in bows, the students stare as helpless as cows. We are astonished to see the time pass in solving the sums together on the grass. The students scatter under the trees in daylight, making it magnificent like the stars at night. You come and wait a minute to give a glance. These future seeds making the digits dance. They are worried about answers if they can. Solved or got stuck in the middle, just began. For me, for my students, I do care. Let the world come and stare.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's the real message from a teacher. You are a teacher. I am a teacher, and I understand that. As a teacher, we have a big responsibility to mentor them, help them, grow them succeed. And when the students talk about their results, their achievement, that is a really a true fulfillment or a gift for the teacher. And I appreciate you coming here, sharing your story, sharing your appreciation towards the community, towards the coaching program. And I wish you more and more success, Pandan. And
Thank you, sir.
thank you for being here. And now, watchers, we are ending this session. And if you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. You will be getting some notification for the next future interview of some another amazing personality. So with that, let's end this interview. And thank you so much, Pandan. Take care. God bless you.